yourself here, Tyler. Tell everybody how you won this great trip.
Tyler Kidd here. We won this trip last September at Monsters on Mississippi. We've had a lot of fun today.
I'm Leon Higdon from Georgia. It's an honor to be here with Bill and George Young Jr. Being able to fish, yes, we really appreciate it. Everything's went great.
Yes, sir. And who are you?
Hey, everybody. I'm Vic Higdon, also from Georgia. Just a chance of a lifetime to go out fishing with a legend like Mr. Bill. I mean, just kind of
You're there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the man standing right next to me, I got to, you know.
Let me tell you, I've never been around three guys that could be so nice and say so many nice things, not to catch a doggone fish. Let me tell you what, we did catch one. When we loaded the boat in, we saw a jug going like this, bouncing, heading down the river. We pulled up, George took the net, we netted it, and we had about an 18-pound blue. So we did catch one.
And tell them what you did with it, though. This blows my mind.
We felt sorry for it. Don't tell them how long it's been on this jug. It had been pulling on that jug, don't tell them how long. We looked at it, and it looked at us, and it stuck its little tongue out and went, and we all agreed, this poor thing, poor fella, that's exactly right, poor fella. We took the hook out.
How do you know it was a guy?
It didn't have any long hair, and so we looked at it and we turned it back. We released it, and we felt like by doing a good deed, the good Lord would bless us today. But we did have an element that was really against us, and that was rising water. I hate this river on a rise. Now I have caught fish on a rise. I can't say I hadn't, and George has too. George and I together have caught fish on a rise. But if I've had my choice, I don't like to fish this river on a rise. A fall, yes. How do you feel about a rise?
I hate it, just like you do.
Yeah, I hate it.
I guarantee you guys might hate this rising water today, but I bet you these three hate it a heck of a lot more.
Well, we enjoyed it. Like Bill said, not even catching a fish, we still had a great time.
How can you be on the Mississippi River? We're right here at Memphis, by the way, folks. Right there's the pyramid over there. We got the Memphis skyline behind us. How can you be here in the River City and not have a good time on the water, even if it is a heat index of 110, when you got George Young Jr. and Mr. Bill Dance here with you?
And I thought you was going to get us pizza and beer a while ago. What happened to that?
He's our courtesy dog. But Jay Paul does a great job, and we love having him around. He's got more energy than a bottle of what do they call them?
What was it you told me the other day?
Monsters.
Red Bull.
Red Bull's what he told me the other day.
Red Bull. But you know, every time you drop a bait, this is a tremendous fish, and we're really blessed to have it. I'm blessed to live within 30 minutes. But every time you drop a bait at the bottom of this river, you never know if you're going to catch one this long or you're going to catch one that long. And I've been blessed to catch some mighty nice fish here, but I've bombed out on this river just like living here and fishing as much as I've fished it over the years. I've learned a lot of good places on the river, and I've been blessed to catch a lot of good fish on this river over the years. But as well as you know it, you're always at the mercy of a rise or a fall.
Spawn.
Spawn, yeah. I mean, today's June the 16th.
And 87 degree water.
Yeah.
These fish acclimate to hot water. They like hot water, but they don't bite all the time, as you've seen today. Somebody's going to catch fish on this river somewhere, maybe 30 miles north or 30 miles south, or maybe 2 miles north or 200 yards from where we're sitting.
Listen, I ran up and down the river. Nobody's catching fish today, and I'm sorry. I could not find a pizza place that would deliver to me right here at the harbor, or I would have fixed you guys up. And as far as the beer goes, I left my dadgum ID in the truck, so we were just out of luck all the way.
Ice water's mighty good today.
Yes,
Hey man, it really was. Okay, guys, I know I'm keeping y'all out here in the heat. Now, hold on, I gotta say one thing though. Do you know what's the most amazing thing about this of all to me? Have you noticed he doesn't sweat? I mean, look at him. He is, you got your beautiful Garmin protein. He is bone dry. We're all soaking wet with sweat.
Like I said, I sweated plenty for me and him both.
I'm telling you.
He's out in it every day.
I mean, that is
You
amazing.
get acclimated to
He's
it.
acclimated to it. No doubt he spends all that time doing it.
Just fat people sweat.
Let me tell you, talk about tough. I mean, this fella is one tough cookie, and it's always fun when you're with Bill. But so, guys, hang on one second. You know, first of all, I want to thank our own from ExcelBoats, George Young Jr. for putting this thing together for these guys, and I'll tell y'all how it came to be that they were fishing with Bill today, and of course, Mr. Bill Dance, Tracker Marine. Volunteered to help George with this. So here's the way they won this event today, and folks, you're gonna have a chance to do it yourself. George, you were telling me earlier that, and Bill, you're back in for this year, right?
Yep.
I mean, we're gonna do this again in September, right?
We've got a big tournament. We've got two big tournaments coming out. Your big tournament, sponsored by Excel, the week before, and then we've got the Bass Pro big event.
Yep. Folks, right there's the big old pyramid with the big Bass Pro.
You're giving a $50,000 boat away.
Giving away a Stormcat 230 just
And
like
then
this. We're gonna do a different color
Bass
though.
Pro's giving a tracker away a week later in their big event.
Right.
Yes, sir. And so, guys, to enter this event, the Mississippi River Monsters, George, you correct me if I say anything wrong, we have the Mississippi River Monsters big tournament. I mean, this is probably the biggest catfishing tournament in the United States. It'll be right here in Memphis, Tennessee, the catfish capital of the world, September the 8th, second weekend in September. But the first weekend in September, we're also going to have the George Young Jr. ExcelBoats warm-up event for the Mississippi River Monsters. Now, right here, we've got a brand new Stormcat 230. This is George's boat. Going to be eligible if you come and fish in the MRM to win a $50,000 Stormcat 230 just like this one. We're going to paint it a different color so yours stays unique, George. But if you will fish the warm-up event, you will get an additional entry. And Excel is also sponsoring an event with Grizzly Jig and B&M Poles in Caruthersville, Tennessee on July 28th. And if you enter that event, you are eligible for another chance to win. But here's the deal. To actually win the boat, you've got to fish the MRM. But if you fish all three, you'll have 3 chances. Additionally, we're still signing up boats for George's MRM tournament coming up September the 8th. The first 100 boats to enter, and George, how many are we at today? Like 60 or 70?
We're about at 70.
70 boats. So you've still got a chance. You guys, y'all were in the first 100 last year, right?
Yeah, we're already in there this year.
And you're already in there this year. So you may be back here again.
Could be.
Because everybody in the first 100 boats to enter is going to be eligible for another trip that George and our buddy Mr. Bill Dance are graciously giving away for a trip in 2019 to come back here to Memphis, catfish capital of the world, and spend a day on the mighty Mississippi River right here with our own George Young Jr. and Mr. Bill Dance himself.
Looking forward to it. Come
Man.
on down. We'll have a great time.
Have a great time. Guys, thank y'all for being with us here today. George, thank you. Bill, can't thank you enough for all the support you give the sport of catfishing and the entire fishing industry. You're a legend, and let me tell you, everybody I know, we all love you. If you're a fisherman, you gotta love Mr. Bill Dance, right, guys?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jay.
You're welcome, buddy. All right, guys, coming to you live from right here on the banks of the mighty Mississippi, fixing to sign out, but be sure and go enter for the Mississippi River Monsters. If you're a cat fisherman and you're serious about tournament fishing, you gotta fish the MRM and the ExcelBoats warm-up event that we're gonna be putting on here in Memphis, all as part of the first annual Catfish Week here in Memphis, Tennessee, running from September 1st through September 8th this year. Hope you've enjoyed this Facebook Live, and we'll catch you again here in a day or two.